Hello everybody and welcome to our last Crusade, or the Rise of a New World. Don't know why I said Crusade like that. I put a lot of emphasis on that. Anime review, episode 8. We're on 8, right? Episode 8. I feel like I forget the number every week, but it's episode 8. That's what we're on. This week's episode had some nice stuff with Iska and Alice. There was also an alright fight. You know, it wasn't really much of a fight, more like a one-sided slaughter, but it was alright, is what I'm saying. The other stuff with Team Iska, that happened too. I'm pretty whatever on them, to be honest. I don't really care about them. Captain, I mean, she's not alright, but she's had the most to do. I feel like that's fair to say. Jin and Nene are just kind of there. But hey, whatever, you know, not important. Anyway, let's get into the episode though, see exactly how everything went down, and do this thing. The episode begins actually where we left off last week, with Rissia finding Salinger the demon, or whatever his name was. Translucent, I don't think it was translucent, transcendent I think it actually is what it was. We'll say translucent because that's quite funny actually. She's there to get Salinger out. She tells him, hey, here's what's up my dude, here's what we're doing, we're going to kidnap the queen, it's going to be a good old time, you should come. And he's like, well, you know, I don't really care. You know, revenge, I don't really give a crap, but hey, not being imprisoned is pretty cool. So yeah, then she breaks him out and he just stops sitting like all sassily, like, hello there ladies, I am Salinger, come touch my muscles, you know? Nah, he stops that, goes on a bit of a rampage, it turns out. We later find out and see. Iska and Alice both can't sleep, so they are watching the moonlit night together and the starry sky. It's very nice. She tells him about Salinger even though she's really not supposed to, and Reen shows up and she's like, crap, I've been discovered. She's like, hey, someone infiltrated the kingdom. That someone is obviously Team Iska and Rissia, I presume. Probably more Rissia than Team Iska, because, you know, they had a good disguise. As far as I'm aware, Rissia did not have a good disguise, so might not have worked exactly right. But the point is, someone's causing trouble, and we gotta figure out what's up. In the prison, the alarms are going off. Team Iska's like, what the heck? We didn't do that, did we? No, you did not. Team Iska, they are just trying to figure out their next move, so to speak. There's an earthquake, which is obviously then Rissia calls to say, yeah, there's some demon or something made a hole in the floor, or was it the wall? There's a big hole now. The point is, yeah, Iska isn't here, so see you later, have fun guys. And then I think it was Nene is like, do you think we were used as bait? And Jin is like, we don't have time to think about that. But you can tell he just wants to add, but yes, I do think we were bait, which is pretty true. They were pretty bad bait because they were never discovered, if we're being honest. Now they got to escape, obviously. However, the patrols have increased. There's security officers everywhere. They got guns and guns. Bullet beats. I mean, they got bullets too, but gun is pretty strong. Not sure if you know about that. Alice and them and Iska and Reen see the explosion at the facility. What the hell is it called? A prison. That's the word I'm looking for. And they're like, okay, that's pretty not good. If Salinger escapes, he's going to go after Mother's astral spirit. Turns out he I guess, eats astral spirits is sort of how it works. They're going to go stop him. She can't tell Iska about it. They're just going to leave Iska here. They're like, Iska, we can't tell you all the details because you are an enemy. But then she's like, hey, I wish I could tell you, that would be really reassuring. And then she's like, if I asked you for help, would you help? And I'm like, Iska, man, Iska, come on, you're in there, come on, do it. He just acts all confused though. He's like, huh, what? And then she's like, you know what, never mind. Here's a new handkerchief for you, Iska. I broke the old one. Broke it? Can you break a handkerchief? I guess you can technically if you like rip it in half. Point is, that's not what happens. I broke the handkerchief. No. Here's a new handkerchief because it got dirty, is the point of the conversation. I don't know why that took me so many tries to say. Team Iska now doing their escape plan. So Jin is like, I'll play the distraction so you guys can get away. And then Nene is like, I'll play the distraction so you guys can get away. And then Captain is like, shut up both of you, I'll be the distraction because I have an astral crest and I can do magic, it turns out. Her plan was, she ran out there and shouted very loudly, Aha, I have finally escaped. I am a mage, I am. See, I was imprisoned here and now I'm not. I'm going to kill you all with my fire magic. I forget exactly what she said. But the point is she, you know, a good actress or bad actress? I'll leave that up to you. Not the actual actress, I mean the character. They give chase, the security. She runs away and they shoot at her and launch fireballs and wind and gusts and loads of things to try and get her. However, they've got the aims of stormtroopers or Rambo enemies. I watched a clip from Rambo. There was like 73 dudes and none of them hit him. But then he got them all. What's up with that? Anyway, distraction worked, but they did catch her. And it's like, oh, well, guess I'll die now. She gets saved, though, because Jin and Nene, with their guns, their shock bullets, I guess, they stun every single person in the vicinity, all the enemies, and they're like, yep, we've cleared out this floor now. I guess she gathered them all in one place because they were all chasing her, and then they're like, bip, 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 and they're all dead. So Team Iska, in good straits they are. Iska hears a phone. Whose phone could it possibly be? Did Alice leave her phone in the room? That's a serious mistake. Never do that. No, it's Iska's own phone that she left. He manages to answer it because, you know, you can still do that with handcuffs. They're not, the chain's not that tight, it turns out. He answers it, it's Captain. They fill each other in on what their each situation is. Iska says he can't get out of handcuffs, so he's not sure if he'll be able to help. But then he has a thought. He's like, that handkerchief was folded up. She wouldn't do that, would she? Turns out she did. Alice left the key in the handkerchief. And upon saying that, he's like, okay, I see what you were saying. Basically, her leaving the key is her way of asking for help. And Iska's like, okay, well, I gotta help you now, and that is what I'm gonna do. And he's like, guys, I'm on my way. Hold the fort. I shall arrive soon. And it's like, Iska's gonna do something cool, isn't he? And he's a pretty cool dude. I mean, that's come on, if you're not aware of that, he's pretty cool, is Iska. Alice and Reen on their drive there are getting shot at by Imperial soldiers, so I guess there are a few of them in there as well. Didn't even realise Rissia probably bought a miniature army, but who knows. The Imperial forces are in, their car blows up, you know, that's a thing that happens. They like GTA jump out of the car, it's very epic, big old explosion. Michael Bay directed this movie 100%. Alice is all like, you know what? I've got to deal with this now. She takes command and is all like, I am the princess. I am in command of this now. I am the only one that can stop Salinger, so you will all obey my commands. I don't know why I'm speaking like that. That's not exactly how she spoke. Iska, meanwhile, gets his swords back from Captain, and they're like, okay, let's get out of here. And then he's like, guys, go to the hotel. I'll meet up with you shortly. And then he heads in, and they're all just looking around like, what's he doing? What? He's heading into a prison voluntarily. Iska, man, you're free. What's up? But no, Iska is doing the right thing. He's going to save his boo, so to speak. Not quite yet, but hey, we're getting there. Slowly, but I mean, it's going to be, I got a feeling it's going to be one of these painful shows where they never end up properly getting together until the very end, but it's been obvious for 7 years. And it's like, you've wasted 7 years of my time. I could be wrong though, who knows? I just want them to start their own country. Is that so wrong? That's all I want. But yeah, no, Iska heads in is the important detail, and to help fight against Salinger. Salinger? There's a G in there. I mean, it's a G in Salinger too. There's a more emphasis on the G. It even sounds like a J actually, because it's J. What am I saying? I'm just talking bollocks now. So Reen finds Salinger, which is not good. You know, the fact that she found him, not going to go well for her. Through their conversation, I guess he steals people's astral spirits, so he can use a bunch of different types of magic. In his head, he's a king, because I guess him taking the spirits thinks he's like, I'm the strongest and everything. So I'm gonna do that. Reen tries to attack, doesn't do particularly well at any point. The golem gets like rejected with one hand. Yeah, she doesn't fare too well. I think it's fair enough. His Earth Spirit, Salinger's Earth Spirit, he actually stole it from the royal family, and he basically says the royal family are a bit lazy because their astral spirit, they don't like level it up, I guess. Like, they're content with the power they've got. They don't try and get better, whereas he is always trying to get better and more powerful. So I guess he thinks in his head he's more worthy of being king than them. So basically, he's a big bag, scary, muscly dude. Is the easy way to do it. He goes to kill Reen because he's like, I'm disappointed in you, maid. And then he launches some invisible bullet, not a bullet, like blast. And then out of nowhere, Iska, whooshink, blocks the blade, blocks the thing. And it's pretty damn cool, his entrance, just like a whooshing. I thought that Alice would be the one to save Reen, and then Iska would show up later and help out Alice. But no, Iska saved Reen, and she's like, why are you here? And he's like, I will help you this once. That's the guy who Alice has got to fight, right? I'm in to help you now. So basically, he's not doing it to save Reen, which is fair enough. She's kind of she did poison him, and then was just generally a mean old person to him. But he's doing this to save Alice. Hopefully, and I don't think we'll get this, but I'm gonna put a hopefully because, you know, Iska saving her. Let's hope we don't get, oh, Reen likes Iska too now. No, I don't think we're gonna get that. I want to say they're smarter than it, but that would be dumb if they did that, and I hope they don't. I really hope they don't. We don't need this turning into a harem. Iska's got Alice, and that's all we need. And that was where the episode ended. Iska about to fight Salinger. Presumably, did I say Iska got his swords back? He got his swords back. Iska about to fight Salinger. Probably will be epic. Probably Alice will show up at some point. Maybe she won't. Maybe Iska will defeat him, and then Reen will be like, Alice, look what Iska did. And then she'll be like, and he's left. He's gone now. I can't even say thanks or nothing. And then, you know, we'll move on from there. Presumably, we are going to finish this, I guess, arc up next week. In fact, it is an arc because they got the little subtitle at the first part of the episode. I think this one was like Sanctuary or something. Could be wrong there though. Could be wrong there. Not too sure. Anyway, as I said, this was the end of the episode. I've said I'm enjoying this show. I am enjoying this show. It's good popcorn food. Popcorn entertainment, in my honest opinion. But in this episode that I actually did enjoy, what was my favourite part of it? Let's check it out. So I considered just having Iska's entrance at the very end be my favourite part because it was pretty cool. You know, the way he just whooshing was zipped in. It was pretty awesome. Always a good thing. But actually, no, what I decided to go for was Alice leaving the key in the handkerchief. For some reason, that never crossed my mind when she was doing it, because I guess because they've brought up the handkerchief so many times in the past, it was like, oh, I've got to give this back, And then now I didn't actually think it would be relevant to the plot, so to speak. I didn't think there would be a secret to the handkerchief when she gives it back. I thought it would just be a nice moment, but it's even nicer because she's indirectly asking for help, I guess, is a good way of putting it. I liked it a lot. It was like, that's nice. What was that noise? That's spooky. But anyway, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this show a lot. I don't have much else to add. I think I've talked about pretty much everything I want to. Salinger, the question in my head is whether he actually gets defeated or like killed or re-imprisoned, or if it's just like, oh, you've bested me today, but I'll see you again, and then he yeets off to nowhere and then shows up later on. That's the only question in my mind. If he's a one-off villain or if he's gonna, repeat as a villain, who knows? Will Rissia and the others find out that Iska's essentially turned traitor? Because he's, Salinger is on the Imperial side now. So now if found out that Iska's against him or beat him up, yeah, he might be in even more trouble. Wait to see. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe and stuff for more reviews. That would help me out a lot. Let me know what you thought about the episode and stuff as well. I always love to hear it. I will see you next week for another episode of this. Take care and bye, guys.